As of now, Super Mario Odyssey has two main updates where it added new things. The first update added Balloon World, new outfits, and more, and the second one just added Nintendo Labo VR support. I feel like Super Mario Odyssey has so much more potential for more, like more outfits, more game modes, and even more kingdoms. So in this video, I have some ideas for DLC for Super Mario Odyssey. Being my favorite game of all time, you know, I have a lot of ideas. Before we get into it, consider subscribing and hitting that bell, and consider following my Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, and join my Discord. Now, let's get into it. First, we're going to start with the kingdoms. In total, there are 17 kingdoms in the game. And I was thinking we could have kingdoms based on other games. When I say other games, I mean it doesn't have to be Mario games. It could be Kirby, Star Fox, and Zelda, which would actually fit more considering they literally already have a kingdom, Hyrule. But let's start with Mario games. There could be a kingdom based on Super Mario Bros. It could be a 3D kingdom with 2D graphics, if you know what I mean. There's a lot of 2D sections which they can draw inspiration from, and there's a section with this kind of Super Mario Bros 2D floor, which they can draw inspiration from as well. But it can also fit in elements from Super Mario Bros 2 USA and Super Mario Bros 3. They can even call it the Retro Kingdom or something like the 2D Kingdom. Not only does it have to be 2D games, but it can also be 3D games, like Super Mario 64 with its Bon Bon Battlefield, Super Mario Sunshine with its Delfino Plaza, and more. Which reminds me of that fake leak someone did about Delfino Plaza being the kingdom in the game. But anyways, Super Mario Galaxy has some great kingdom material. Literally all the galaxies can become kingdoms. But I would definitely choose the observatory mainly because that's the main area to go in Super Mario Galaxy. And especially Super Mario 3D World can have some kingdoms. And more specifically 1-3. 1-3 just already looks like a kingdom from the start. Trees, hills, clouds, and more can all be in the kingdom. And there can even be a place where you can switch between certain levels and the world maps. Bowser's Fury is technically already a kingdom considering everything is already in one spot. But it doesn't just have to be mainline Mario games. Mario Party, Mario Kart, and even Mario Strikers can have kingdoms. And all of these kingdoms can have their own section, so-called extra kingdoms. Just like how Smash for Wii U called the DLC stages extra stages. And just like I said earlier, it doesn't just have to be Mario games. We can use the new worlds from Kirby and the Forgotten Land, or get something from The Legend of Zelda, preferably Breath of the Wild. I stated many times that I haven't played Breath of the Wild, but I have watched many YouTube videos about it, and the game looks beautiful and stunning. Probably the most good looking game ever. Well, at least until Breath of the Wild 2 comes out. Even Fire Emblem can join it. Other game series that Nintendo isn't even supporting anymore like F-Zero can join it. But for me, I would love for Animal Crossing to join in. If Mario Kart can have an Animal Crossing stage, Mario Odyssey can have a kingdom about it. You can even plant your own trees, grow a garden like in Animal Crossing. The kingdom can take inspiration from the Mushroom Kingdom, where in that kingdom it actually looks a little like Animal Crossing with all the grass and plants. But enough of kingdoms, now it's time to talk about game modes. There's only been one game mode added, and that's Balloon World. Well, I guess VR does count as a game mode since it's taking you out the main game, so 2 game modes added to the game. But like I said, this game has a lot of potential. My first idea for a game mode is Cappy minigames. The name might be a little self-explanatory, so I think you know where I'm going with this. Cappy minigames can be about you playing minigames that involve you using Cappy in a certain type of way. The main game already does this, as some parts force you to throw Cappy not straight, but in a downward way, or upward way, or just any way. Some minigames like throw Cappy around you to hit all the enemies at once in a time limit, or something like that. There could be special places like the mini rooms where the minigames can take place, but Cappy doesn't have to be the main part of the minigames. There could just be a game mode about regular minigames. Although minigames are kind of implemented in the main game with those pipes that appear after you finish the game, and also the pipes that are already there from the start, those minigames can take inspiration from the ones that are already there from the pipes. Minigames like escaping from lava, jumping from moving platforms, trying to get through invisible floors, and more. But I wasn't just thinking about minigames. I was also thinking about online-only game modes like Balloon World. Instead of trying to find balloons, you can try and find moons people hide. Just like Balloon World, you can also hide your own moons, but instead of being hosted by Luigi, it could be hosted by someone like Wario, which would actually be a good idea considering that you would have to pay coins to try and find a moon like Balloon World, and since Wario loves to make money, this would be a perfect job for him. Or maybe someone else can run it like Bowser Jr. or something. Another game mode I was thinking about was capturing things. It's kind of like a weird thing to explain. It's easier to imagine, so I'm just going to explain it the best way I can. It's about a game giving you hints to what you gotta capture, and if you capture it right, you get some coins, and if you don't get coins. But you do have to pay extra coins to get more hints in case you can't get the first one. That was like the only game modes I can think of, but if you have others, please leave them in the comments. Now as for outfits, a few outfits were already added as DLC. So you know what, I'm just gonna do what I did with the Kingdoms part. The outfits can be based off of other games. But this reminded me of the time that I found out that a Link costume was gonna be added, but it got scrapped sadly. It even had a description and everything. But like I was saying, it could be an outfit based on a Mario game, Zelda game, Kirby game, and even a Pokemon game, cause why not? Since there's already a Super Mario 64 costume, there can be other costumes based off of other games. Ones where it's not really changing the model like the 64 one. And yes, there is one from Super Mario Sunshine as well. But I was thinking, what if there was a costume with Mario's short sleeve shirt with FLUDD on his back? Of course, Mario has his regular hat on, so I guess this can be an outfit only costume. And you can just pick whatever hat you want. From Super Mario Galaxy, it can be a bee costume, the red star outfit, the ice flower costume where it turns Mario all blue. Kind of like how the gold Mario outfit turns Mario all gold. I would say a spring mushroom, but literally how would Mario move considering that he can only bounce and not walk because he is literally stuck inside a spring. From Super Mario 3D Land, it can be a raccoon since the game focuses on the leaf costume. From Super Mario 3D World, it can be a, yeah, you guessed it, a cat outfit. It can even change between the regular cat suit and Giga Cat Mario, or as I like to say it, Goku Mario. And since there's a Luigi costume, a Wario costume, Waluigi costume, and even a Wedding Peach costume, maybe we can have some other Mario characters as well, like a Yoshi costume, a Bowser costume, a Piranha Plant costume, and more. We can use upcoming games like outfits from Mario Strikers Battle League. It can also be something like a Kirby only hat, or even something from a Xenoblade like a Rex costume. I don't have anything else for costumes, so if you see any costume ideas, please feel free to leave them in the comments. And finally, we're going to be talking about playable characters. I know it's been like almost 5 years since this game came out, and ever since then, I was sad to see no playable characters got added. In fact, the only character that's been added was Luigi, and he's not even playable. But speaking of Luigi, we all know that he owns Balloon World. But what if there is a way to switch between each other with Mario now owning Balloon World and Luigi going through the adventure? Or maybe after you successfully save Peach, maybe there can be something like Peach goes through the adventure to save Mario, basically switching places. And maybe Daisy can be playable and Peach is non-existent. Literally any Mario characters. But to be honest, what if someone like Donkey Kong or Diddy Kong was playable? Donkey Kong is already in the game but as a 2D sprite. And Diddy Kong isn't seen in the game at all. So what if there was a way for Donkey Kong to save someone like Dixie Kong? Or let's have Yoshi be a playable character so he can save Birdo. Maybe Toad can save Toadette. And there's a lot more people as well. And yes, I know this is like an open world 3D environment, but that doesn't mean we can switch out characters or something like that. And I think that's it for playable characters. That's all I can come up with. But if you have any ideas, you know what to do. And I think that'll be all for this video. And I'm also just now realizing that it's been almost a year since I last talked about this game. Maybe I should start making videos for this game again. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and if you enjoyed, consider subscribing and hitting that bell. And make sure to follow me on all my socials that are on screen right now, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.